Looking at a world map, Greenland appears to be an ordinary large island, but compare its size to Europe or Australia and it becomes clear that we are dealing with the true giant. Greenland covers approximately 2.166 million square kilometers, making it the largest island on Earth, excluding Australia. Nearly 80% of this land is hidden under an ice sheet up to 3 kilometers thick. This creates a curious paradox. The island is called Greenland, even though from the air it appears almost entirely white. This name originated around 982, when the Norwegian explorer Eric the Red, exiled from Iceland, was searching for a site for a new colony. According to medieval sagas, he deliberately chose the attractive name Greenland, hoping that a good name would help attract new settlers. This 1,000-year-old marketing ploy proved so successful that the name survived the entire Viking Age. But if Eric really wanted to show people green meadows, a modern satellite would have destroyed that advertisement in 1 second. And yet, the name isn't entirely a lie. The narrow coastal strip in the southwest does indeed clear of snow in the summer, allowing for grasses, dwarf shrubs, and mosses to grow. It is here that almost the entire island's population, approximately 56,000 people, lives today. The interior remains virtually inaccessible because it is covered by the largest ice sheet in the northern hemisphere. If this ice were removed, what would be revealed beneath it is not flat land at all, but a complex mountainous terrain with deep valleys. Moreover, some sections of bedrock are below current sea level, but the weight of the ice literally presses the Earth's crust downward. As the glacier gradually melts, the surface slowly rises, a process called isostatic uplift, which continues to this day. Thus, Greenland is literally changing its shape right before our eyes, although human lifespans are too short to notice without precise satellite measurements. To understand Greenland's significance to science, it's easy to imagine it as a vast natural archive. Each year, snow falls on top of the previous layer, gradually compacting and turning into ice. Layer by layer, the history of the Earth's atmosphere is thus recorded. Bubbles of ancient air, volcanic ash, dust particles, and even traces of large forest fires are preserved within the glacier. Thanks to deep drilling, the international scientific projects GIRP, GISP2, and NGIRP have extracted ice cores over 3 kilometers long. Some of these layers offer insight into Earth's climate history going back approximately 120,000 to 130,000 years. Analysis of the air bubbles revealed how carbon dioxide and methane concentrations changed long before industrial emissions. These studies have become one of the most important pieces of evidence demonstrating that the current increase in greenhouse gas concentrations differs significantly from the natural fluctuations of the last ice ages. But ice tells more than just the past. The GRACE and GRACE follow-on satellite missions, which measure changes in Earth's gravity, have shown that Greenland ice sheet is losing hundreds of billions of tons of ice annually. The rate of this loss varies from year to year depending on air temperature, snowfall, and glacier melt, so scientists analyze long-term trends rather than individual seasons. Meltwater flows into deep cracks, reaches the base of the glacier, and reduces friction between the ice and rock. As a result, some glaciers are beginning to move toward the ocean faster than before. This is why Greenland is now considered a key area for studying rising sea levels. If the Greenland ice sheet were to completely disappear, sea levels would rise by approximately 7 meters. This is not a forecast for the near future, but a calculation showing just how vast a reserve of fresh water is concentrated on a single island. Despite its harsh climate, Greenland is far from a lifeless, icy desert. Nearly all cities and towns are located along the coast, as the central part of the island is covered in ice and uninhabitable. The largest city is Nuuk, the capital of an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. There are no roads between most settlements. Instead of traditional highways, airplanes, helicopters, and speedboats serve the area, and in winter, snowmobiles and dog sleds, which are still used in the northern regions, operate. The majority of the population is Inuit and people of mixed Inuit-European descent, whose culture has been shaped in the Arctic for centuries. Greenland's natural environment is also remarkably diverse. Humpback, bowhead, and fin whales are found in the coastal waters, and narwhals and beluga whales whales visit in the summer. On land, musk oxen, reindeer, Arctic hares, Arctic foxes, and of course, polar bears inhabit the waters, although they spend most of their time on the sea ice rather than in the interior of the island. Every spring and summer, millions of seabirds establish colonies on the coastal cliffs, turning the rugged fjords into some of the most vibrant corners of the Arctic. Yet the ocean remains the main source of life for local residents. Fishing, particularly shrimp and halibut, is Greenland's main export. It's a remarkable combination. The world's largest island lives not so much on the land, but on the sea that surrounds it.